Hello and welcome. We're jumping right into something that is absolutely changing the game for modern gyms. Today, we're taking you through a powerful white paper by Thomas on using AI to build a truly predictable, profitable business. So, if you're a gym owner, an operator, a manager, a salesperson, an entrepreneur in the fitness space, or a personal trainer, you are in exactly the right place. Our goal here is to pull out the most actionable insights for you. And hey, really quick, for you folks looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire an existing one, or you just need some working capital, we can help you with funding options up to $500K. It's unsecured, no restrictions on use. You can check that out at fmconsulting.net. All right, let's start with a really honest question for a second. Think about your gym. Is it running on busyness? Just constantly putting out fires, chasing leads, and reacting to whatever the day throws at you? Or is it running on predictable, data-driven profit? That right there is the core problem this playbook is designed to solve. So, Section 1, the shift to AI. You might be wondering, why AI? Why now? Well, it turns out the old way of doing things is really starting to show its age, and a few key market pressures are making this change necessary, not optional. The playbook points to 4 big ones. First, your members. They've changed. They expect everything to be instant, personalized, and right there on their phone. At the same time, finding and keeping great staff is tougher than ever, which makes those old manual processes feel, well, super fragile. Plus, the gyms that use data are just plain winning. And with margins getting tighter all the time, efficiency is everything. And this slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? The old way is totally dependent on your staff. It's reactive and it's based on gut feelings. The new AI-driven way is all about building automated, scalable systems that are proactive because they're based on cold, hard data. It's a huge shift from just reacting to problems to actually architecting your own growth. Okay, so what does this actually look like in the real world? The playbook breaks it down into 4 specific outcomes that touch every single part of the member journey. The very first outcome is all about fixing the top of your funnel, your leads. The goal here is to stop that manual ad hoc chase and instead build an automated engine that works for you 24/7, even when you're sleeping. So how do you do it? Well, this is where it gets really cool. We're talking about no-code sales funnels you can spin up easily, AI agents that engage leads the second they show interest, and, this is a big one, an AI predictor that actually scores leads. This means your sales team only talks to the hottest prospects. The potential result? A 20 to 40% boost in your lead-to-tour conversion rate. That's huge. All right, so you've got them in the door. Now, how do you keep them? That brings us to outcome number 2, retention. The whole idea is to stop that frantic scramble when a member is about to cancel and instead have a system that sees it coming way ahead of time. The tools for this are pretty clever. Think gamification and rewards in your app to build those daily habits. But behind the scenes, AI is watching for early warning signs, like if a member's check-ins drop off. It can then automatically trigger a personalized message to re-engage them before they're gone. The target here is massive, a potential 15 to 30% reduction in your monthly churn. Now, outcome 3 tackles a big fear a lot of owners have. Is this AI going to replace my staff? And the answer in this playbook is a loud and clear no. The goal is to make them better. The AI becomes a digital sales force, handling all the grunt work, which frees up your team to do what they do best: deliver amazing, high-touch human experiences. I mean, just imagine it. Automated follow-ups, an in-app system to sell supplements or training sessions, tasks getting sent to the right person automatically. This isn't about replacing people. It's about getting rid of the annoying admin work that burns them out. The playbook targets a 25 to 50% drop in the time your staff wastes on busy work. And a final outcome? This one ties it all together. It's about building a business that runs on systems, not on the heroic, day-in, day-out efforts of you and your key people. It's about sustainability. This is where you create a real asset. Scalability comes from things like a do-it-for-you setup and standardized playbooks, which is so crucial if you have more than one location. What this really adds up to is predictable growth. The target? A steady 8 to 20% growth in same-store sales year after year. Okay, so the outcomes sound fantastic, right? But how in the world do you actually do all this? Well, the white paper lays out a very clear, tangible 90-day plan. You don't have to do everything at once. It's a phased approach. The first couple of weeks, you're just laying the foundations. Then, you focus on conversion and onboarding. By week 7 to 10, you fire up that retention engine we talked about, and that final stretch is all about optimizing and scaling everything you've built. It's a step-by-step roadmap. And now for my favorite part, the money. Let's talk about the bottom line. What's the real return on an investment like this? This model from the playbook tells a really powerful story. Let's say you start with 300 leads a month. The AI system helps you get more leads, turn more of them into tours, and close a higher percentage of those tours. Look at the compounding effect here. Those small improvements at each step nearly double your new monthly recurring revenue. You go from around $2,800 to over $5,300. And that's just new memberships. When the model adds in extra revenue from the in-app point of sale system, the total net uplift every single month is projected at over $7,000. That is a serious game changer. And here's the kicker. The typical payback period on this is just 3 to 6 months. So this isn't some long-term strategy where you cross your fingers and hope it works out. It's designed for clear and very rapid return on your investment. So it really all comes back to that first question we asked. Are you ready to stop running on busyness and guesswork and start building a gym that runs on predictable, data-driven outcomes? If the answer is yes, the playbook's final recommendation is simple. Get in touch with Jim Thomas to map out what this kind of rollout would look like for your specific gym. You can reach him at 214-629-7223 or shoot him an email at jthomas@fmconsulting.net. And that wraps up our walkthrough of this AI playbook. A huge thank you to our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. If you're looking for the best gym software out there, you've got to check them out at gymbusinessmanager.com. Thanks so much for joining us.